Hi there. Today we'll be discussing best practices for transparent communication with stakeholders. It is very important from the onset to define who your stakeholders are in your business. And being able to communicate with these stakeholders determine just how far and how well your relationship with the stakeholders go. First thing, you must establish clear channels. Now realize that there are different stakeholders that you have. And because you have different stakeholders, the channels through which you communicate with them must differ. For that reason, you must establish clear, understandable, and accessible channels for your stakeholders. Another thing is you must ensure that you give them timely and regular updates. It is very, very important that you give them timely and regular updates. When you give them fake or stale information, then it is absolutely of no use to them. You must be honest, you must be authentic, and that says a lot about just how far you will go with the stakeholder management relationship in that business. Ensure that your messages are tailor-made for different stakeholders. The information you will give employees is different from the information you should give to shareholders, is different from information that you give to the board. So ensure that the messages are tailor-made for the various groups of stakeholders. Also, you must provide context and explanations, especially around businesses that are technical in nature. You must be clear, you must break the information down in such a language that every stakeholder understands. Always invite feedback and be ready to make changes whenever the need arises. You must acknowledge your mistakes and you must draw learnings from those mistakes. You must engage a two-way communication channel. Just as you're giving information to your stakeholders, you must also be ready to get feedback from them. You remember, communication is not complete until it has completed the full cycle of you tell them and they tell you, and you make the necessary changes that are required. You must provide comprehensive and accessible information. So when you tell them stuff, it's not just enough that you're telling them, they must also have where they can go find them. So how is your website? How is your email communication? Is there any way of sending documents across such that stakeholders in their own time can digest the information in those documents? And finally, you must cultivate a culture of transparency. You must not be seen to be hiding information or to be hoarding information, and stakeholders must not need to knock more than once to get the information from you. Thank you so much.